Okay, this is the second part of the video on creating your color wheel in Sketchpad. So far where we left off is we created our 12 segments in this wheel for the colors, and we have our triangle for the triad for the primary colors. And I apologize if the last video cut off abruptly. I didn't realize I had a 15-minute limit and I wasn't paying attention. So we're going to finish this off. It shouldn't be as long as the last video. So this triangle is the primary color triad. Each of these sections is going to be one of the primaries. One is red, blue, and yellow. It doesn't matter which one, you just decide. So I'm going to go over here and change my line maker into a pencil, and right now I've got it on a white color, so I need to change it to black, and I'm going to label this one blue, this one yellow, and this one red. So each one has to be one of those primaries, red, yellow, blue. Now they are pointing to a color section, so this blue is pointing to this, it's going to also be blue. This red is pointing to this section, which will also be red, and this yellow is pointing to this section, which is also going to be yellow. So now we have set our primary triad colors in the wheel, and now our wheel order has been determined. All the colors from here on out have to go in order. How do we find that order? Well, we mix the primaries. Blue and red make violet. So right in this middle section, we're going to label that violet. Red and yellow make orange. So right in the middle of that red and yellow section, we're going to put an O for orange. Blue and yellow make green. So right in the middle of those two sections, we're going to add our green in. So you should have an empty space in between all your color labels, and it should be in order. When you find your red, it should go to orange, yellow, green, blue, and then violet. So let's take a look at what we need to do now. Now we're going to create our secondary color triangles that are part of the secondary triad. They're pointing at the three secondary colors of orange, violet, and green. So let's go back here. So we need to create our triangles that are pointing to those secondary colors. And the easiest way to do that is to go over and change our pencil into a line maker. And you're going to start from the corner of your triangle, click it and release, go to the middle bottom of your violet color, click and release, come back down to the corner of red, click and release, and go back to the beginning and close your path. So I just made a triangle. So I'm going to start at the corner that is blue, go to the center bottom of green, then the corner that's yellow, click and release, come back and close it, click and release. Click and release on the corner of yellow, click and release on the corner that's red, click and release at the bottom of orange, come back and close my path. Those are those secondary triangles. So we're going to label them real fast. So I'm going to go back to my pencil and I'm going to label this one's pointing at the green, so it's green. Blue and red make violet, it's pointing at violet. I'm going to label that violet. Red and yellow make orange, it's pointing at the orange, and so we're good. So now we have our primaries of red, yellow, and blue. We've got our secondaries of green, violet, and orange. So the last ones left are our tertiary colors or intermediate colors. And those are a blending of a primary and a secondary. So in between blue and violet, if we mix those together, we get a blue violet, or otherwise known as indigo. I'm going to put an I right here in parentheses so you know that's indigo. For the Roy G. Biv right here, ROYGBIV. So if you mix red and violet, you're going to get a red violet. If you mix red and orange, you're going to get a red orange. In between our yellow and orange, if you mix those, you get a yellow orange. And then in between yellow and green, of course, a yellow green. Hopefully you're getting the pattern here. Green and blue is a blue green. So there's our colors. We're done labeling and designing the layout. Now we just need to fill it with the colors. And to do that, I like to use this little paint brush. And I'm going to start with my primary colors of red, yellow, blue. So I'm going to change my fill. You can scroll down this color bar. Make sure you click on color, because you don't want this or this radial or this pattern. You want to be on color. I'm going to scroll down and click the red, and I also need to change the outline. If you don't change the outline, you're going to get something weird like this when you're painting, which is cool, but it's not going to work in our wheels. So let me undo it and change my outline to also the same red. They should match, and if you can't match them and it's too hard to match them, then you can turn your outline off by clicking on this little droplet. And now the outline isn't going to interfere. So I'm going to use my red fill, and I'm going to go over to my red section, and the easiest way I found to fill this is to start at the bottom corner, follow the line along the bottom, go up and follow the line on the side, curve, curve along the top, and it closes the space in. So I'm going to also fill the red inside of here, and I'm just doing the best I can. Whoops. As you can see, I'm not the perfect at this either, and I can go over and fill this, and I can paint over it however many times I need to fill that in. So there's my red. Let's go over and click it, change it to blue, close that menu out of my way, start in this corner, go down, follow the outline, go over, and it fills it in, except for when it messes up like that. And you can just try to fix it. I'll get to that in a minute. But I'm going to finish this blue here. I'm going to start in the lower corner, go across the bottom, go up the side, go along the top, and close it in. And I'll go back and fix and arrange all that later. Right now I just want to get my colors in. Now you can also, like, if I like this purple but it's too dark, this is the gradient bar. You can change the lightness and darkness of the color. And so maybe I like that purple a little better. I'm going to close this menu, go to my violet here, start in the lower corner. Oops, I forgot my yellow. I'm doing a good job today. Scroll it over, fill it in. So that's a secondary color. Let me go in and finish my primary of yellow. Close it. Start here. Go down. Out and over. And then start here in the bottom corner, across the bottom, up the side, over the top, and close it. So I've got my violet. Uh-oh, I forgot to fill this violet section. That's no problem. What I can do is open my color, and if I want to match, I can click this dropper button and then go over and pick that purple, and it filled it in and matched it for me. So it's okay. It's easy to match a color you've made. Alright, there's my purple. And so now I'm going to go to green. I don't really like this green. I want it to be brighter, so you can also use this little visual color spectrum bar and drag this up until you get a nice kind of green. I need it brighter, so let me raise up the intensity. let me see here. What looks best? I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to close it out and fill in the green at the bottom corner. Follow the line, go up the side, over the top, fill it in. That's a pretty sad one. I'm going to go back and fix it, but I don't want this video to be 10 minutes long, so I just want to show you how it works. You can figure out how to get the paintbrush to control it and get cleaner lines. Definitely taking your time is helpful. So, and I don't really know how to time-lapse a screencast-o-matic video. So there's my primaries and secondaries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine what a red-orange is going to be if I mix those two colors. So I'm going to go to my bar right here, and I'm just going to try to find a nice red-orange. I think that looks good. And I'm going to fill this in. So red-orange should be darker than the orange, but lighter than the red. See that? That looks like it's nice and in between. So now I'm going to go and look what I think these two colors are going to mix as. A nice yellow-orange, like maybe that. That looks good. Close it. Draw it in. Fill it over. I forgot my orange here again, so let me do that real fast. I'm going to click my dropper to match that color so that I can quickly fill that in and let it match. Nice. So now I'm on to my yellow-green, and unfortunately this color thing is covering most of it. I see a little of the two right here. So let's see how I think a nice yellow-green, maybe that. That looks good. So let's fill it in. And if I mix those two colors, I feel like the blue-green is the hardest one, because this is kind of a sky blue. Let's just maybe this color is good. Let's try it. If I don't like it, I can paint right on top. So you can continue this, and to save this you're going to click the save button here and choose JPEG, and it saves right down there, and you can upload it into Canvas. Thank you.